We are now going to do a linear programming word problem involving the making of cars at an automotive plant. So we start by noticing that X is the number of quartz cars produced and Y is the number of pacer cars produced. And we want to start by showing any constraints, things that are limiting what we can do, greater than or equal or less than or equal things. So pretty much in every word problem, X would need to be greater than or equal to 0, because you can't make a negative amount of quartz cars, and also Y needs to be greater than or equal to 0 because you can't make a negative amount of pacer cars. Now let's read on for any other constraints. An automotive plant makes the quartz and the pacer. The plant can produce no more than 1,200 cars per week. So what that means is when we add together the quartz and pacer cars, add together the X plus the Y, it has to be less than or equal to 1,200. They can't make any more than that. All right, let's move on to more. And they can make at most 600 quartz cars and 800 pacers each week. Well, at most means that's the most it can ever be. So it has to be less than or equal to that. So the number of quartz cars is X. It has to be less than or equal to 600. And the number of pacer cars is Y. Y has to be less than or equal to 800. Now that we have all our constraints listed, it makes a feasible region for us with 5 corner points. We now search for the objective function, the thing we're trying to maximize, and we'll plug the corner points into it to see where the maximum occurs. So let's read on. If the profit on a quartz is $500 and the profit on a pacer is $800, find how many of each type of car the plant should produce to maximize profit. So in Desmos, you'll want to make it the profit function called f of x comma y, so you can plug in ordered pairs later. And what do we know it equals? $500 for every quartz, which is x, so 500x, plus $800 for every pacer, which is y, so 800y. Now we just simply find the corner points, plug them into the function, and see which one has the biggest answer. So let's first do this point, which is 0, 0. So we come back, do f of 0, comma 0, parenthesis, enter, and it tells us we make 0 profit, which makes sense. If you make no cars, you make no profit. Let's go up to this corner point, which is 0, comma 800. So let's do f of 0, comma 800. And we see that if we do that, we make $640,000. Let's go over to the next corner point right here, which is 400, comma 800. So f of 400, comma 800 is 840,000. Let's go to the next corner point, which is right here, which is 600, comma 600. So f of 600, comma 600 is 780,000. And then let's do the last corner point, which is down here, which is 600, comma 0. So let's scroll down and we do f of 600, comma 0. And we see it's 300,000. So let's look at the 5 corner point answers and see which one's biggest. And it's 0, 640,000, 840,000, 780,000, and 300,000. So the 840,000 is the biggest, with an x value, which is always the first ordered coordinate of the ordered pair, and the y value second. So x is 400, y is 800. So remember, x is quartz, so we need to make 400 quartz, y is pacers, 800 pacers, and the actual maximum profit is 840,000. So 840,123 for 840,000, and I submit the question, and we got it right. I hope you found this video helpful.